We are in the draft screen. Any
Show me those
second now.
heroes.
All right.
Oh boy,
Welcome.
Spirit Breaker, Centaur,
Oh, yes, Centaur.
Earthshaker. There are some beefy boys in this draft.
There's a Meepo.
There's
How many stuns are there
Viper
for Enigma?
Venom again.
Yeah, I mean, Viper Venom's going to be every game. We can already see that.
Yep.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker was last game
rigged.
too, first banned. Anyway, welcome back to Game 2 of Infamous versus Unknown for the South American Qualifiers Round 1. My name is Sunsfan, joined by the great Base Kip, living in Australia. How is Australia these days, friend?
Pretty nice. It's starting to heat up now, is the one thing. So that's not so great.
That's right. You guys have backwards seasons, don't you?
Yes, yes, indeed.
But apparently, it's the whole toilet thing is wrong. Is a myth. Is that true? Where you're like the flush is the opposite way.
Well, so the idea is that the Coriolis effect or whatever it is would somehow affect it, but no, it does. It's not a significant enough effect for
How
it
did
to
that
matter.
become a myth? I don't get it. Like I could have
think-
sworn I had people that have gone there. It's like, yeah, it's backwards. Like they've literally just said that. But
No.
I'll trust
so
your judgment on this.
Yeah, I think it comes from if you had like a big, like if you had like a swimming pool size of water and it was all perfectly stationary, and then you pulled the plug right out of the very middle, then it would that little bit of an effect from the Earth's rotation would cause it to go one way or the other, depending on which hemisphere you're in.
Oh,
So that's like an actual thing. But not your toilet bowl is not quite at the scale for it to matter.
that's too bad. That is too bad.
That is a shame.
Anyway, getting back to the draft, we will not see a Venomancer for the first time in forever. Viper is still available to pick. The first pick will be Io for Infamous. What is an Io duo here? We got Jug,
Lone Druid.
Lone Druid.
Ursa. EG ran the like Io Lone Druid strat. I guess you could call it that. It kind of seemed like a pre-made draft.
Was it the
Where they
bear
just-
strat or the ranged Lone Druid strat?
I think RTZ played range that game, from memory.
I know he plays range more often than the
And
bear.
he plays bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting first pick. Earthshaker's still
There's
there,
quite
by
a
the way.
lot
You're
of
talking
team
about how
fight in
that's
this draft.
yeah. You do have a lot of
Yeah,
team
he
fight,
is.
that's for sure.
That is a premium hero for sure.
And what do you have to cancel Enigma's black hole that is consistent? You have a Rubik.
That's not. I wouldn't consider that.
Well, that's more like you
I don't
have
think
the
there's
potential to steal it, but yeah.
there isn't really that much. I mean, there's the sleep from Naga, but that's not like that's more about even if Enigma has there's the net from Naga. Wait, is that still a stun?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Should be. Don't quote me anymore.
I know that they've taken away a lot of like random mini stuns and stuff like that, but I think Naga is still a stun.
So as far as BKB piercing, you have what do you have? You have Doom. That's probably a big
Yep.
one. Not
Yep.
really AoE though.
RP if you are
Yeah.
Arise, maybe.
It's a little harder to do for sure. We're gonna see a Centaur. Yes.
Wow, this is a bit of a not a throwback lane necessarily. It's not that far ago, but the Centaur Caudal lane,
Yeah.
very annoying. Centaur not that amazingly strong in the off lane at level 1, so I think that's where Keeper of the Light complements him pretty nicely. And I think with the Caudal, you do sometimes see people going for go for the hoof stomp max really quickly.
Yeah, I mean it is literally the worst stun in the entire game, so you definitely want to cast it more than once.
Yep.
You know
Use
what
it
I
for
want to see?
farming.
You want to see basically? I want to see a
Who you wanna see?
mid lane Underlord.
Yeah, I want to see the Underlord for
Okay, we're not gonna see
the full like TP everywhere strat, right?
Yeah. But I don't like seeing the Underlord that's like the off lane. He buys pipe and blink and mech and stuff like that. I want to see Radiance. I want to see AC. I want to see these hardcore items. And then 6th item Ags, of course. Very important. So you were right.
Oh, yeah,
it is going to be Ursa
Aura
Io.
effect.
Yeah, it's quite strong.
Yep. I haven't seen it, actually.
For those wondering that are just joining us, the Captain's Draft pick screen is a little bit messed up right now, so I will be emailing Valve after today's series. So any heroes that's picked don't come up as being picked for us, but for the players, fret not, they can see it perfectly well from their screen.
Are the score pips also a bug, Shannon, or is that just you?
Oh God, that's me. My bad. My B.
You could have just said it was a bug.
That's true. Damn you, Valve. So if you do the automatic thing that we're talking, does that put the pips in as well?
I think you would still have to do the. I think you have to like get the match ID from the previous game and then put it in.
Okay, never mind. You know what? After today, we will be getting a full-time admin that is not me because apparently this is too much work for me. I can't handle it, guys.
I mean, you've been dealing with some technical headaches, right? That's
just one crash. Like let's not overstate it, Baseskip. All right, I know you're trying to save me here, but Death Prophet. Oh my!
This hero has been very popular in China as of late. eHome were picking it pretty much every single game at the Major League, which is the event that I was at. Oh, Lone Druid. Okay, so I'm already liking this unknown draft a bit more than I did in the previous game. I feel like they got stronger laning heroes. I don't like the Death Prophet that much without a saving support, and there aren't really that many in the pool here. Maybe they wrap this draft up with... I don't actually know. Maybe like a Warlock? Position 4 is actually tough on this hero pool. There's not that many pos 4 heroes.
They do have very good push, though, for unknown. Very good push.
Yeah, their building damage is good. They got some teamfight initiation. They can get the Caudal Scepter as well if they don't completely get crushed in the early game.
I mean, they could use the AoE initiation, though. Like, Centaurs is... The problem is he's not support, so they have to pick a support. And what support is there? Technically Enigma, if you want to be super greedy. You mentioned Warlock. I think Warlock would be fine in this draft.
Yeah, I think Warlock's good. I think Warlock could be okay for either team. Infamous probably just put their Shaker on... Maybe the Shaker's just going to be 4, and then they have the opportunity to still grab another offlane hero. Maybe even that Underlord that you were...
Yes, please.
Talking about.
How have we not seen Viper? That's 2 games in a row. He's untouched so far, right?
Yeah, that is a little bit surprising.
I feel like that hero could be quite strong, but not sure if... How does he match up against like a lone druid? I don't know. Are there any lone druid killers? There's no Weaver in this pool. Ursa is on their team.
Killing the bear, or just like getting into the back lines and killing.
Yeah, killing the. Well, I guess it depends on what build he goes. That's true.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, I mean Ursa eats up the lone druid bear pretty easily. If you get a disable on it, Ursa demolishes it. We've got Core Lina. Looks like I like the burst damage against the Death Prophet. Really good at picking off the Caudal as well. I mean,
Unknown asked for second pick, right? So they get last pick. It was Unknown that said that, right? Or was it Infamous?
Yeah. No, it was Unknown.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. And in Captain's mode, what is it? First pick, it's last pick? Or is it second pick?
No, it's also second pick. Yeah,
it's also the same.
Last pick.
Okay.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same order, back and forth. It's just...
By the way, that might be changing in the next patch. We'll see. I have a feeling. I have a feeling they're going to switch things up again.
That'd be interesting.
This is not inside information, by the way. I'm sorry to
Maybe
say.
another ban.
8 bans each.
Yes.
Why not? All right. Well,
we got to stay one step ahead of League. They added more bans. Well, I think they split their bans now. They actually have bans in the middle of. So I think they do like 3 bans, 2 picks, 2 bans, 3 picks, something like that.
I would have no idea. Oh my god! Yes.
Ricky Marie.
Oh yes, I love Ricky.
So is that? I guess it's what?
Is
4
this a
Ricky,
position 4?
Offlane Shaker. Yeah, I think it's 4 Ricky. I think this is pretty good against the Death Prophet. Very annoying for the Caudal. If Ricky ever gets to Diffusal Blade, Caudal is going to be a very sad old man.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he already is a sad old man, based on his voice lines.
That's true. Yeah, he's a bit of a creeper.
I wish
They
to
definitely
be
need force
Kotl when I
staffs,
grow
but
up.
unknown.
Oh, what is your take on force staff being OP? I've been seeing a bunch of pro players tweet that recently. Dude.
It's definitely one of the most powerful items in the game, but I don't mind it because I feel like, oh, maybe I do mind now that you've brought it up. But
so the way I look at it is Blink is completely overpowered, but it makes the game more fun. Force staff is kind of 50-50 because when it's defensive, it's not as fun from a viewer perspective. Offensive is obviously not used as much, but still pretty cool. But just mobility in general is cool, so I can see kind of where the pro players are coming from. So that might be a nerf coming up.
I think the pro player complaint would be that it's almost, I think it's like too good every game on supports. I feel like support itemization is supposed to be a little bit situational.
Yeah,
right. The same
true.
thing kind of happened with Glimmer Cape when Glimmer Cape was just the best support item, and you just bought Glimmer Cape every time without having to think. And I think we're in a situation now where a lot of the items are somewhat close. Like if you're thinking, do I buy Solar or Glimmer or Force or Yules, or like maybe even Atos, there's a bit of a hierarchy there, and maybe Force Staff is just a little bit too consistently good. Because I mean, you see people making sick. I think that's the mark of a really well coordinated team, is if they're pulling off sick Force Staff plays and saving their cores and stuff like that. I wouldn't be happy about a Force Staff nerf, but I wouldn't.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be anything major. I think it might just be like the build-up is different because I think the stats are too good. Like regen is super nice. Everybody wants regen. Maybe give it negative regen. What do you think about that? The longer you hold it, the more damage you take over time.
It's maybe more noticeable because we see way more cores with Force Staff now as well because of Hurricane Pike.
That's true.
It used to only be that maybe you'd have like 2, maybe 3 Force Staffs tops, and now we see these like Venomancer plus Viper lineups or something, and that you almost have 5 Force Staffs on your team. So maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, I think so too. So for those wondering, I am a horrible admin. I forgot to put the pip up here in the corner here. So Infamous actually did win Game 1. This is not a repeat of Game 1. So if they win this, they go on to round 2. This is a double elimination bracket for the South American qualifiers of Captain's Draft 4.0. As they spot the Doom. I don't know what he was doing there, actually. Was he pretending to place a ward, maybe?
Yeah, I think he was just scouting, probably just getting some information, trying to see how they're setting their lanes. Could be that.
You know what they finally fixed?
About some kind of
aggro
lane.
They fixed the whole alt-clicking wards out of Fog. Did you know about that?
I did not know about that. How did
so
that
this
work?
is something, when I was on DC, this is what they abused the absolute shit out of this, okay? So if you see an enemy, like let's say you see them in vision and they have a ward. Okay, for people that don't know. So you see the ward in their inventory and then they go into Fog. You keep, like, you still have them selected and you just alt-click the item for the ward. And when he places it, you'll know because you can't click it anymore.
Yeah, because it won't say that he has. Yeah. So the bug used to be even worse in that their inventory would just update. You could just see their inventory in Fog, and you would see the ward disappear out of their inventory. So I guess they fixed that bug. But
how long? Wait, that couldn't have been a bug for that long. That one's pretty ginormous.
Was a bug. That was a bug for months.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Destiny here. He sees the Ricky. He knows he's here. He's going to tell him he knows he's here. Gets off the Knight's Spirit Siphon, and Ricky's going to be at half HP as a result. Very excited to see Ricky. I miss this hero, as disgusting as that is to say. Always a big fan.
That's how it goes with any hero, right? They fall out of the meta for a little bit, and you're like, ooh, and then they become meta, and 3 months later, it's like, please God, just no more.
I feel like that's, for most heroes, yes. There's some heroes I just never want to see. Arc Warden, Viper are 2 examples. If they were deleted from the game, I literally wouldn't care, just as an example, but that's just me, you know? I'm bitter.
How do you feel about Meepo?
Meepo's fun to watch.
Yeah, I really don't
like Meepo. At what point, like, okay, so you play against Viper, as we're going to see some action in the bot lane, the Ursa going to town. Some heroes you don't have fun playing against, but they're fun to watch, which is like the Meepo, right?
Yeah.
Viper is not fun for anybody. Even the guy playing Viper is sick and tired of himself. Like, he's disgusted with himself. He's not fun to watch. Offers nothing to the game. Fucking Viper.
He's an important part of the balance ecosystem, Shannon.
I don't know about that, dude.
I'm not so sure either. I'm talking BS. Alright, well, Infamous seems to be winning all the lanes really hard. Wisp has more CS than anyone on the Dire team. That's not a good sign.
What? What in... That is crazy. What
I mean, it's like a stacked small camp. It's not
Still.
It's not lane creeps, but
Still, man. Every right click matters. Good old Wisp.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised that the Shaker is doing so well against the Lone Druid. I haven't been watching this lane, but...
Yeah, I mean, he does have Orb of Venom, so that is a little bit surprising here. Levels up to level 2 now, so he's going to be a little bit more annoying and powerful.
Alright, maybe Shaker's dead.
Okay, well, Zool, he has the stomp from the tomato into the right clicks, and that's going to be first blood going the way of Infamous. Centaur, in the meantime, bot lane, trying to trade his life with Io, but Io will get the best of him. And now they're going to chase the
Lina,
Keeper of the Light.
Chasing one more nuke.
All right, apparently Lina dies. I can't catch everything, okay? Bottom lane, Keeper of the Light. We'll drop to the deck. Here comes the heal from Schofield. Centaur's a little bit too late. Level 2 doesn't want to go for the hoof stomp. Realizes it's the worst stun in the entire game, as I've said time and time again. Finally gets it off, but really to no avail. And they're just going to chase him down. I don't see why not. Io, not enough heal, though. No bottle charges, so they will back that horse up. No problem. Oof. And Schofield's going to walk away. What happened mid lane?
So
Tell me.
They killed all 3 lanes. Oh, they nuked him back behind the tower and then just kind of kept chasing him. That was it. I don't think the Riki even damaged him at all. It was basically a solo kill.
I see.
Lina off to a very good start. Pepita flexing.
And Ricky's getting some nice solo XP right now in that mid lane. That'll definitely help him out. Io, still very low. He got his... Was that a bottle crow, I assume? Did fill that up.
Picked up a bouncy rune.
Oh, okay. Oh, the bounty rune was there for that long. Because I looked at it, it was like 3 minutes and 10 seconds. I figured somebody would have picked it up by then. We have 3 Dire heroes here, though. And, well, Ursa's just going to continue to pound into Keeper of the Light. A couple more right clicks will suffice. And down he goes. And that's with 2 teammates on the sidelines just flabbergasted as to what's going on here. And now Centaur is going to be next on the list. A couple more right clicks will do it, but there's the hoof stomp. Is that going to be enough for him to get away? He's actually continuing to chase here, Ursa. But with Io, and we see a TP from Keeper, I think this is going to be their retreat. But they might have enough damage here. As there's a right click onto Io. No tether for a few more seconds, and that's going to be 1 kill going the way of Unknown in this bot lane. Oh, here's the net, though. Can they actually get more? Attempting to chase here, but Ursa's pretty fast with those phase boots, and he will live to see another day. Or will he's actually... All right.
Ooh, he's playing with fire. He knows he doesn't have mana.
Yeah. Yeah, the Infernal Blade. Still no mana for that.
What happened to that tether? How did that break?
Oh, did he actually try? He actually uses Infernal Blade. Is that enough to actually kill Ursa? It's going to be pretty... 5 HP. Schofield, there is the tether. And Ursa is like, that was calculated. He's just... Oh, my God. They're actually going to go up to the shrine here. They don't know they're activating. I'm pretty sure they're going to back up now. Hoof Stomp misses. Remember, that's the worst stun in the entire game. Doom will be right-click down with ease. Schofield, 1 charge left. It's not going to be enough to save his Ursa. A little bit too aggressive here from Infamous, but you can see they're very cocky here in South America. Jesus.
They're crazy.
Oh, Illuminate will hit, and the right-click of Centaur. So Infamous pays the price.
Yeah, I think that shrine attack was a little bit too brave.
Yeah.
That's some South American Dota right there.
It really is.
Wait,
people are saying that...
Even,
what's the how is Centaur stun the 2nd worst stun in the game, Baseskip? Can you tell me that?
Well, so what's the worst? What
They're saying Echo Stomp.
Echo Stomp?
I don't think so.
Is it I guess it kind of is a stun.
Yeah,
oh, nice fear up top.
Too many questions. Too many questions to answer. But you guys are incorrect. It's Hoof Stomp. Buff, please. Zool's going to tank an entire wave here. Just passing through. No big deal. Level 3 right now in this Doombringer. What do you think about Doombringer this game? So you go for the Troll Net. You attempt to gank, I suppose, as this Centaur's going to be able to TP out to safety. It's kind of like this... What do you just think of like a position for Doom in general right now?
I think position for Doom in general at the moment is is okay. It's a little bit greedy, but we're seeing a lot of like fairly greedy position 4 heroes work.
Oh, this mid lane. Exorcism is popped. Infernal Blade on top of Lina. Not a whole lot of mana to speak of, but dealing as much damage as you can to the Death Prophet. Death Prophet, though, will get the better of this trade. Ricky gets dusted. Do they actually want to chase? I don't think so. He is taking some Exorcism damage, though. Looks like he will live to see another day. As we're going to see... I should say we were not going to see the Centaur get killed, but it's going to end up being a trade of sorts. And now Ursa going after this Keeper of the Light, but we'll think better of it. Lots of kills. Man, South America is pretty crazy. That's the one thing that you can't take away from them. There's a lot of kills. It's like CIS from like 4 years ago.
Yep. For sure. The Shaker's still winning top lane pretty decidedly. I mean, I think that Ricky was up here helping him a little bit, but...
Not that much.
Yeah. He is a good laning hero, that's for sure. Non-stop Aftershock, very difficult to contest his CS with the Enchant Totem.
And lead in this mid lane and clean up this wave, deal a little bit of damage to that tier 1 Doom. Level 5 right now. Really wants to hit that 6 so he can get those powerful... I love these rankings, by the way. I'm going to say again. The best single target spell in the entire game, which is Doom. Agreed or disagree, Base Skip?
Come
on, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Easily the best single target.
Such a long cooldown, though.
Well, we're not talking about cooldown. We're talking about how
like
powerful the spell is.
Impact of... Okay, yeah, alright.
Oh,
Isn't that
Doom's
is
gonna
the
be...
cooldown not part of how powerful a spell is?
Shut up, Base Skip, all right? Stop bringing logic into this discussion. I like arbitrary lists. As Ricky's going to be at half HP here, thanks to an Infernal Blade. Interested to see how this Ricky itemizes. If it's going to be any different than we're used to seeing from like a support Ricky of old. Keeper of the Light dies. Don't worry, guys. Definitely caught that one on camera. Oh.
Nope. They jump Lone Druid. But who's jumping who? Entangle?
Oh, nope, not going to get it. He's going to blink him back to safety. Mid lane in the meantime, we're going to see Lina get initiated on with that Spirit Siphon and a Crypt Swarm. Is it going to be enough? Centaur takes a stun to the face. And the nuke. Oh, the Crypt Swarm will finish him off. Ursa trying to get a counter kill onto Centaur.
Wisp.
And, well, Wisp is there to right-click him down. That's kind of embarrassing.
It's not that bad. They forced those rotations. Unfortunately, it isn't space for anybody. Caudle's running down bottom to try and grab that CS.
Well, it's more dying to Wisp to a right-click. It's like dying to a range creep.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Not a good look. And Infamous once again just kind of slowly building up a pretty reasonably significant lead. They've already got the blink up on the Ursa. All right, he can go crazy now. So they're just gonna give bottom lane to Ricky, who might be dead. Do they have any detection? What's the plan here? They're just running at him. Is he trying to force TPs?
Perhaps.
I don't know.
Oh, double edge. He wants to get it off. It's a level 3 double edge. And we see the Illuminate coming in. Oh, it actually does clip Ricky. Just barely. Ricky not quite level 6 as of yet. As Doom is going to run right into Ursa and Io. And you have to think, even though he does have the troll trap. Oh, the Centaur ult does come through, though. Picks up the illusions. Not going to do a whole lot other than distract the enemy. The Shrine is available to use. Keeper's going to pop it. Nice. Blinding Light. Keep everybody away. And with that, no kills actually come of it. But bottom lane, ouch.
Death Prophet, no man's land. One more hit.
Yeah, Death Prophet ends up dropping to the deck. So we're seeing the Earthshaker Blink Dagger online right now.
1 second.
Oh, Keeper. There's the Blinding Light again, but the Io is here. Oh, Io might actually die if he's not careful. Pick your spot. Dodges it nicely. It's on the opposite side. And Keeper of the Light right-click down again. Ursa 8-1 right now.
Doing up a Midas.
Oh, mid lane. We got the net. Doom is available, but they don't want to be able to chase that. Probably wouldn't have resulted in anything good for the side of Unknown. Earthshaker blinks in. Nice fissure blocking off Doom into an LSA, into the right clicks. Easy kill the way of Infamous. And Centaur looks to be next on the list. And down he goes. A 4K lead for Infamous right now is Destiny. Attempting to get out of dodge. There's no shrine for you, good sir. There's the Blink Dagger coming to fruition yet again. And that is not good for Unknown.
Definitely not good. They did get the tier 1 top. The Lone Druid is doing stuff. Looks like he's going the range build this game. I think it's probably a pretty good decision. Like we were saying, the bear itself gets pretty easily killed by the Ursa, and I think the Hurricane Pike is super useful this game against the Riki and the Ursa. Even the Shaker and the Lina. Your teammate gets stunned or something, and being able to force them away is pretty sweet. But they are pretty far behind. They're gonna need this lone druid to do some pretty heavy lifting.
And Lina right now level 10, nuking out the wave here. Doom has the net. Oh, lost vision there. It is nighttime, and this Lina will get away safely. In the meantime, tower in the bot lane's taken out. So Infamous getting pretty much everything they want right now. Earthshaker runs right into Keeper of the Light, gets the enchant totem into the fissure. Not gonna be enough to actually get the kill. Oh, nope. Blinding Light, very annoying spell to deal with. My God, how many kills have I missed? Pimp, I need a cameraman. Jesus Christ. This is horrible.
Give him back.
Please, Major. ESL Major, give Pimp back to me. It's all right, guys. This is just the test game for me, all right? It'll be fine.
This is your return to casting.
Sure, we can go with that. If I don't cast for like a week, then I lose all camera skills, apparently. Christ.
You go and check out the Pipmuckle Observing Guide on his blog spot. It's actually really good.
It is. Oh, the Earthshaker. He's going to be found out here.
And
Can he actually has the blink? Oh,
Wait,
but Scorched Earth is there. Savage Roar is not really going to help his cause too much, as that's going to be an easy kill going away with Unknown. They're going to find Riki. He is directly on the sentry, and that is... Oh! Blink strikes, but to his death.
Oh, well, okay. Those two nice kills, kind of reminiscent of the previous game, right? Infamous come out really strong in the lanes, take the big early advantage. At least Unknown have managed to take a tier 1 tower this game. Before, I think they managed to take one in the previous game as well. It was like the top tier 1.
Well, I had more hope for them in that game, even though the lead isn't as big for Infamous this time around, but I had more hope for Unknown just because they're high ground defense. In this game, it's not quite the same. You got some long-ass cooldowns with Exorcism and Doom. I mean, Lone Druid's pretty good at high ground defense, but still, it's no sniper. Sniper wannabe.
They really need you're running past a sentry again, but this time around looks like he's going to be okay. And then he comes back in.
Oh, they know now.
Visible again.
He knows that they know that they know, Base Kip. Very important distinction there. As Doom gets off his ultimate for the first time this game onto Ursa, but I think to no avail, as Death Prophet has lost vision onto Riki, so the Exorcism might be completely wasted. Although Riki right-clicks, gets into his ultimate form, and just going to walk away safely. Earthshaker, he's mana leaked, gets a stun onto the bear. Ursa, the other bear, this one on his team. And yeah, that Lone Druid is in a lot of trouble. They're actually going to take the time to take out the bear. Extra gold for them. No problem. Centaur pops the Stampede, but there's the Echo Slam onto 2. Keeper of the Light looks to be next on the list of deaths for Unknown. Centaur barely lives. He was bot lane by himself. I don't know why he's so low. It doesn't matter.
He's just farming, trying to get... He wants his blink. They need this blink. He's sitting there telling himself, like, I need this blink. This is the only item. This is the only hope that they have coming in the next, like...
Oh, this Ursa. Minutes. This Ursa is just doing work. One more right click will do it, but the Death Prophet is here to take out Riki. Ursa might be next. This is the Aegis, though, keep in mind. Didn't even realize he has a Midas. Good God, how greedy can you be? Aegis is down.
Blink out.
Is there any reinforcement on the way? Ursa blinks to the tier 2. Schofield's found out here. He's mana leaked up. He does have enough for 1 tether. No bottle charges right now. And that'll be the end of that.
At the same time, Lino was just chilling, shoving top. Got about half damage on that tier 2. So that was pretty much... Oh, it was a 4v4 mid. Like we were saying, the Centaur was also just kind of farming. This wave should be his blink unless he misses all the CS. Yep, it's just going to miss all the CS.
It's hard to CS with return aura, man. Come on.
It is. He just needed one more. Just one more, and then he would have...
Just sell something. Sell your boots. Sell it.
Sell your boots.
All right, well, he gets the blink.
You've got Stampede.
So I'm going to say this as a Centaur lover, and you can call me a hater, whatever you want. Getting blink on him is obviously very important, but still, it's not it's not like an Earthshaker blink. It's not the same impact at all. It's not an instant initiation. You can definitely counter it. So we'll see if they can take advantage, but it's not looking great at the moment. Lina sees Doom, gets a wave off, and looks like Doom's going to get out.
All right, well, they're cutting waves, trying to make space for themselves. Yeah, they got to use this sensor plug. There you go. Got the smoke. They've got Doom off cooldown. Should be able to find a kill with this. But it is kind of obvious that they're doing something because nobody is defending top at all. Like, Ursa is just slapping the tower, and they're not sending anyone.
Yep, tier 2 tower is Dunzo. Ricky right now working towards a Yasha at the moment. Yeah, you're right. This smoke ended up accomplishing absolutely nothing for Unknown.
It's just really obvious because they weren't. It wasn't even a 5-man smoke. I think it was smart that it was only a 2-man smoke, but then they didn't show any heroes, so
right.
It just looked like a 5-man smoke as a result.
Technically, they haven't shown the blink yet on Centaur, but if you're Infamous and you had an idea that they're smoked, you can pretty much time the fact that they probably have a blink now on that beefy Centaur. Ooh, Ursa with the Diffusal Blade. Does Death Prophet have Yules yet? No. Oh, he's not even going Yules yet. Going for Force Staff first.
Yeah, Force Staff is really good this game.
She's so far behind now.
Oh,
Doom finds Ricky. Does have his ultimate available to him, as Ricky's going to use that to his advantage. He's going to try to aggress here, but looks like they're going to find the Ursa right off the bat. A great fight, but there's a big Echo Slam onto 3 with the Ricky ult on top of him. That is a ton of damage. Can they actually take out Death Prophet? Here comes the Lina to finish her off. You have to think the Laguna Blade finally doing so. So it's a 3 for 2. Started out as a really good fight for Unknown, but that Echo Slam turned it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they bursted in the Ursa really quickly. Nice silence from the Death Prophet, stopping him from getting his ult off. That nerfs Diffusal Blade, though. I thought Lina was going to immediately TP top and just kill the Coddle as a follow-up, but looks like he had already channeled the Illuminate too long. Wouldn't have been able to complete the TP.
They have mercy, man. They're like, Coddle, I know you need a little bit of space. That's fine. We'll let you do it. Just don't...
You're the poorest guy on the map.
Earthshaker, he'll find him. There's the Enchant Totem into the Fissure, and that is actually enough damage to take him out. This kill, I'm allowed to miss. Lina, what are you doing there?
Yeah,
what are you doing there?
That is an interesting place to be.
Well, 23-13 for Infamous right now, as they have a 12K lead at 19 minutes. So, again, not as big as last game. Last game they had, what? It actually went over 1K per minute, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, what did they have last game? I guess it was the... Yeah, all of their heroes are just more farm-oriented, right? Ursa doesn't actually... He's got a lot of net worth, but he's not farming.
Oh, Ursa destroys the Doombringer. And he does get Mana Leak, so can't really do much now, but a kill is a kill at the end of the day. And it's always nice to have a Wisp on your team against a Coddle. Good God. Yeah. Centaur, Invis Rune. Could look for an opening here. They know that Wisp is on the other side of the river in all likelihood. They might want to blow up the Wisp first, but they spot Earthshaker. See if they actually want to go on this. Don't think so.
No, I really don't think so. The Lone Druid's not moving over. Doesn't seem like they're that interested. The lineup is... I feel like the lineup is supposed to be... They lost a lot of momentum to not getting the Centaur blink.
Oh god, Doom. Oh, he gets the ultimate off, and the Fissure actually blocks off the Ursa, so he's going to have to attempt to run away. Stampede is popped. Here comes the initiation onto the Ursa, but Io attempting to bring him back to base. Will he be able to do so? Indeed, and that was after the kill on Centaur. So well done from Infamous as they win yet another engagement.
Wisp is just so good against Doom for exactly this reason. Like the heals and then being able to kind of go and phase shift your core to the fountain.
Yeah, it feels like you have to Doom the Wisp, but if you do that, then Ursa's just going to destroy you. It's a lose-lose, it feels like.
Yeah, I think the best situation is that they... Like, maybe you Doom the Shaker, burst him down, or... I don't even know if Dooming Lina is that value.
Oh, how many times have we seen this? Doom just eaten up alive. by Ursa.
Gotta give Ursa some props. He's been very conservative with his defusal charges. I think realizing that they're kind of important in this game. I don't even know if he'll get through the whole thing. You know,
Very good. He has yet to use one. I feel like being conservative means you use one or two. Not using them is something entirely different, don't you think? What is a more hardcore version of conservative? Extreme right wing. Base skip. All right, Centaur destroyed here. Schofield's stuck on the cliff. But they will be happy with that. 15k lead now for Infamous, as they are looking great in this series.
Oh, Ricky's sitting on top of a sentry.
Yeah, they spot him. He actually dodged the dust. So, tricks of the trade. I'm trying to remember if I even knew that it worked that way. I played a lot of Ricky in my day.
What, that if they pop the dust while you're in it, it doesn't apply to you?
It does not apply to you.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Well, they've bought plenty of... The Cardinal does have a 4-staff, so they got some more kiting potential against the Ursa. He is gonna... I mean, I don't know if he's gonna fall off, but he will become a little bit easier to deal with as the game goes on.
Yeah, Unknown right now just kind of resigned to their base, unfortunately. We haven't really seen a fight where Exorcism has been... I think we've seen one fight with it used, I want to say. And it was kind of a wasted engagement. Didn't really do much damage with it.
4-man smoke.
On top of a drums usage very early. Papita, you might be in trouble. They scan him. But he's just going to use those spidey senses. He knows that nobody's really showing other than this mid lane, Coddle. And that another smoke kind of resulting in nothing.
I think the biggest giveaway is that they have this really nice ward at bottom, and there's like a double wave just about to arrive there, and there's nobody kind of hanging around. So pretty safe, pretty smart play for him to just back up. Ursa's got his scepter now. It's still not going to help him really against the silences, but
what is your
nice to have that spammable ulti? What
is your ideal Doom target? All things considered equal, like what is the best case scenario? I feel like Ursa's not great.
I think it might be the shaker, and then you don't actually focus him. I think you Doom. Ideally, you want to like blink stomp the Lina and be bursting her, and then you Doom the shaker to prevent the counter initiation or something. I think that might be best case. But then still, things can still go to hell with Ursa killing you and Wisp relocating somebody out. It's
true.
It's not easy.
Yeah. But even with that kind of logic, that means Doom would have to somehow get behind enemy lines to get that Earthshaker. And
he would have to find the Shaker who has a blink force Yules, and then get off, and then spend like the full 2 seconds it takes for him to lift his arms and actually cast his ultimate.
Yeah, those are heavy arms, bro.
he's got heavy arms. It's a big heavy sword.
But yeah, I think with that logic, I don't think you can actually do that with this build at all, because you'd need like a blink, Shadow Blade, something with mobility, even a Force Staff maybe. But
could you imagine how good position for Doom would be if there was a Windwalk creep?
Oh man, that would be sick. What would but the Windwalk creep, why would he have Windwalk ever?
It wouldn't use its ability by itself.
So it just has an ability that it doesn't use. Like, what if you have like 3 people? Like, you know how the tomato creep stomps when there's 3+ people? What if the guy goes invis when there's 3+ for no reason?
Just, you want
like, why won't this stack?
This camp? Psych.
Dude, I love it. I love that kind of stuff. Sounds great. You know, there used to be a neutral creep in Dota 1. The evasion creep. They have chosen not to put that in the game.
There's 2 different ancients that we don't have.
Ooh, a nice silence onto 2. They're going to take out the Ricky right off the bat. Earthshaker, he's going to get off his Echo Slam, though. Onto 2. Here comes Ursa and Io. Ursa does get Doom, but he can still right-click to his heart's content. Schofield, he's going back in 5 seconds. Will he take the Ursa is the real question. Heroes dropping left and right, and it looks like Ursa will pop that Aegis. And Unknown, there's a buyback on Ricky, trying to get back into into the mix of things, but Ursa might be in a lot of trouble. Could take out Doom if he's not careful. A couple more right clicks, rips right through him. Savage Roar a little bit too late, and here comes Alina with the Laguna Blade. They are cleaning up Unknown. Now they're dropping left, right, and center. That is a team wipe in Infamous's favor. They lose 3 with a buyback, but this could potentially be Rax. Coddleby's back. Queuing up that Illuminate.
They got vision into the base. They've got this... I don't know if I would call it busted. This ward is so good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, they're just gonna chase him down the old-fashioned... Oh, he actually lives.
One more hit.
All right.
4-staff power.
Oh, there's the diffuser. Like, hey, remember that diffusal thing I got?
Yes.
I'm being conservative. Just for you, Coddle. Just for you. And this looks to be, at the very least, a tier 3 tower, if not more. Fortifications popped. Doom. No ultimate to work with. Ursa, he actually went, I didn't even realize, he went Desolator. Holy crap.
He just bought it from the enemy fountain.
Oh, did he? Oh! 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 Filthy. You filthy bear. 26,000 gold lead for Infamous right now, as they are sitting pretty at the current moment. LSA, oh, that was almost next level stun there.
Yeah, he tried to next level the 4-staff.
He could have just used his Yules to instant stun, but this is South America after all, base kip.
Well, there was still the DP 4-staff as well. There were two 4-staffs there to account for.
Oh, here we have the initiation. Last ditch effort for Unknown, but Ursa is just going to go to town on Death Prophet. That is an easy kill. Centaur not sure what to do. His one skill is on cooldown, and it's still not a very good one to boot. And this Ursa will continue to just rip through everybody. 21 kills for this big boy. Make it. Oh, he gets rooted. We might not find that 22nd or 23rd, but we'll see. We have a buyback onto the Centaur. Fissure keeping heroes at bay. Ursa doesn't have the Aegis. He gets doomed. Schofield, he pops the mana boots. He's trying to take him back. Will he make it? Looks like he will. No, he dies the last millisecond. Ursa's going to walk it off, though. Should live through this. Pepito really wants to deny him. That would have been good. But alas, that's a lot of buybacks, and they lose 1 lane of Rax right now. They hold mid, though.
Yep. And now Infamous, maybe just wait for Roche. I don't even know if they have to, really. They're up 27k net worth. They got wards in the enemy base. This is looking very difficult for Unknown to really do anything.
Ursa! Oh, he gets disarmed. The halberd. Psych, bro. Centaur. Stampede used as well. Doom is like, how many times have you killed me? You're not going to do it this time. You're not going to do it this time. I swear. I swear. 4 steps up to the high ground. The LSA comes out along with the Laguna Blade. And here comes the Centaur. Centaur stomp misses, though. And Ursa cleans him up. LSA misses again as Doom is going to attempt to run away. But the focus here is on the Death Prophet. And my God. Ursa with 23 kills right now. As LSA will finally connect on Doom. And that should be enough to take that big beefy boy out. Evasion coming into play, though. Doom. Oh, Ricky. Cast animation, Ricky. Doom trying to TP out, and he gets it. Not that it matters, but he gets it, basically.
It's about pride. So you mean your team is being torn to shreds by Ursa? You gotta at least.
Yeah. He's not been conservative, by the way. He's used all his diffusal charges.
Oh, they're all gone.
Yeah.
Where's needs the recipe in the backpack with the lock
seriously.
combining?
I know.
I love that. I love that strat. That's some nice efficiency.
It really is. All right. Well, he sees Doom. I don't think he can kill him without that diffusal charge. He just runs away. Oh, there's the Lincoln's pop. That's a new purchase for the Ursa right now. 31,000 lead for Infamous. You said double Lincolns? Oh, so Lena has the other one? That's true.
Yep.
Okay. Look at these Ravage fissures. Ridiculous. Not often you see an Aya with a full Guardian Greaves, but you see it this time. Oh. Ricky's not going to have a whole lot of mana, but he can ult. It's a zoning ult. We'll just call it that. LSA will Not connecting on anybody. Here comes the Ursa. He's going to jump right in. Has no charges to use. Pops his ult, though. Not going to take a whole lot of damage. As this Doom gets Echo Slammed to death. It's going to hit a couple heroes. Not the greatest, but Ursa, this is who we're really watching here. He's attempting to get away here. Destiny. Crypt Swarm might be enough to finish him off with the Exorcism. No, he gets sent back to base. Io again saving that big, fat, juicy bear as Earthshaker is going to be chased. 5 seconds left on his blink. This might be the sacrificial lamb for Infamous, or maybe not even. He still has blink. Echo, or the Centaur Stomp will miss. Earthshaker. It's like, hey, I'm still here, bro. You missed.
Ursa's in your base. Ursa's in your base.
Where's Ursa? Where's Ursa?
In the back lines.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not looking great. Schofield, can they actually kill this guy? This will be at least one kill, but no. They're going to clean everybody up very easily. Good layering here from Infamous, and you'd have to think this is GG. You'd have to.
Well, I don't know, Shannon. You know, there's always a chance.
No. There's no chance with an Ursa this farmed.
Virgin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just clean him up. How many kills?
Charges.
24, 2, and 10. He was in 34 out of the 46 kills for Infamous. This Ursa was just balling out of control.
I don't even think that they had bad tools to deal with him. I guess the Ursa Wisp was just so strong, and his rotations are just so good, right? They killed bottom lane, what should have been a strong dual lane for Unknown, over and over and over again, and then he got a super fast blink, and then he proceeded to kill the Death Prophet over and over and over again, and they just kind of ignored the lone druid. They just left the Earthshaker to seemingly win the 1v1 against the lone druid. So easy 2-0 for Infamous.
That was a great start to Captain's Draft. We got a 2-0 stomp pretty much. But South American region, the beauty of it is you never actually know what you're going to get. If we look at the upcoming schedule here, we have Midas Club versus is it Lucchini? Is that how you say it?